Section 2 of the um, online book is Understanding Consumers. So, you know, it's a global age, it's a global world. And especially if you happen to be in this area where we are located, South Florida, an amazing, amazing mix of cultures and peoples from all over the world. It's absolutely incredible. So we start to look at how do we understand everyone. I mean, it's a silly thing to say, but that really is where we are, is taking approaches and differentiating those approaches, the old school ways. And it's not to say that these ways aren't still effective and can be, is the things that we looked at for decades of understanding. Well, people that are 65 are this, and men do this, and, Caucasian, and, high school educated, whatever the case may be. It was a good starting point, right? But it is, psychographics and digging much deeper into what people are interested in, what they think about certain things, their value system. Like, because we are in South Florida, and I say we, the university, and maybe a lot of you are as well, think about Disney. Whether you like them or dislike them, there is that, how many cultures can we appeal to? How many different value systems are we looking at trying to appeal to? At the core values of what the organization and those theme parks do, and things that they will not do. So, there is this constant relationship that they work on as to how to please everybody, if at all possible. We also have to look at our consumers in foods, clothing, politics. Everything that's out there is, we want to dive as deep as we possibly can into the minds of our customers. And as I say, not always easy. And does take a lot of time and effort, but the more that we get to know them and understand them, we can then better predict what they're going to do and base things on decisions that they might make. But, as finite as we can get to know, when we're talking about marketing and revenue management and understanding, it's you don't make a broad statement and assume that everyone's going to come to you. So the more nuanced we can get in predicting the people that will stay at our hotel, the people that will come and eat in our restaurant, the people that will choose our cruise line over another cruise line, our theme park over another theme park, whatever the case may be, the better chance we have to successfully market to them, right? So really narrowing it down. Direct marketing, social media. These are ways that we can reach specific consumers, which, again, it's a game, something that you constantly are looking to try to master and reaching people, and it's amazing, and I will go as far as to say, and I'm sure some of you would agree with me, a little bit frightening that you are having conversations or talking about things with your phone near you, and then you get marketing through social media about said products. But that's where we are. And if you don't take restrictions on your phone, then those are the kinds of things that are going to come up. So it's just something like that. That's the age that we live in. And, from a marketing standpoint, if we can get to you, really focus on you and know that you're interested, that's a win for us, right? And because as a consumer, the options are out there, the way that we select options seems to be changing almost daily, where it's like, I tell students all the time about hotels. When's the last time you went to the physical hotel you're going to stay at's website? And in a lot of cases, you don't. And, travel agencies still exist and travel agencies do well, but a lot of us are our own travel agents now. And we do all those things ourselves. And the way that we go about decision making has changed dramatically in the last 5, 10, 15 years, for sure. So it is, we have so many options in most cases. So, and the difference between an individual and an organization, right? So, to book a block of hotel rooms for, a retreat or an annual conference. So, at the same time, it is needs, requirements, but then it goes beyond that if we're looking for, an organizational standpoint. And it makes perfect sense. And if you've worked in hotels, you understand that that's, it's two different types of consumers we're going after, but two totally different needs and expectations, and quite frankly, demands. So, perceptions of value and quality, we talk about this quite a lot. And, even if you haven't used it before, it could be price, it could be location, it could be amenities, it could be on a menu, it could be menu items. And it's taking their view of, okay, that's a good value, that's good quality. Hey, look at that view. Look at what's offered. If we come here for a conference, look at all the things that our team can do while they're here. That's well worth the price. Those are the factors that are going into it. Perceptions based on real-world experience, stimuli derived from a broad range of messages from individuals, third-party advertising. Those things go on and on all the time. Reviews. And someone who's been there, oh, if you're going there, you got to stay here, you got to go there, you got to eat here, you got to make sure you check this out. So all those things going on at the same time for that whole experience that we are trying to, for lack of a better word, get a piece of that pie. So, our perceived benefit minus the price equals the value. It's kind of silly, as basic as that is, but it's true. And sometimes that value is not obvious. That should also make sense to you as well. So, it's difficult. And you have to kind of break down situational purchasing decisions. Is it spontaneous? Like I said, for an organization, is this something that happens once a year? And it is a major, major event. And so you're looking at a location from the standpoint of things like perceived value, transportation, meals, meeting space, all these different things that go into it, where another consumer may just say, I need a place to sleep. Or I need a place that is cheap, but close to the convention center, close to the water, close to whatever the event is that I'm attending. So it varies by the individual. So again, for us, the goal is, as much as we can, is to put things in place to affect that behavior. So, to get you as a consumer to make a decision to choose our hotel, restaurant, bar, event space, whatever the case may be. So talking about perceived value and, things that you need as an organization, as an individual, we are in the position with a bunch of different techniques, and this is the process that we go through, us and our competitors as well. Another good reason why when you look at star reports, it makes a lot more sense, but it is, how do we get you to choose us? Segmenting yourself, making us, we're your first choice. Easier said than done, but it is the daily, the course. This is what we try to do. And successful sometimes, not successful. We go back, we constantly evaluate and reevaluate to see how effective our strategies are.